very excited. He again had an epic run last month. Had a great qualifier this month. Looking to lock down another finals appearance. And before we get to that, also don't forget we last night opened our end of year awards. We've got a few awards, including Player of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year, Contributor of the Year, Player of the Year, Match of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year. If you want to go and vote on those, and also Dave Pun of the Year, I can't forget that. So, but you can join our Discord and vote on those. We've got the link right here, right now in our chat.
Yes, at least with the Dave Pun of the Year award, I actually have a chance to win something.
I mean, you commentate. That's a contribution, right?
Do I? Or do I just words okay?
Well, let's take a look at what we've got on your screen right now. Floyd, 1977, the 1 seed, versus the 4 seed Leviticus. Their roads, very interesting roads between them. If we could just get the bracket pulled up real fast. As you can see, Floyd had a first round bye, took out Dave Smith Says 2-1 in what was a heck of a match. Leviticus had to take on myself 2-0, and then had to take down John Nash fourth, who I really see him breaking through in 2021 when we resume our speed seasons.
He will be a force to be reckoned with when we return for our second season next year. Vastly improved player month after month. He's going to be a top player to beat in next season.
I definitely agree. But right now, we've got our first semifinal match. Remember, this is a best of 5 situation. Players will be playing, if I'm correct, levels 10 to 14.
10 to 14, that is right. Best of 5. And looks like we have readies from both players. And we're counting it down. 3, 2, 1, go!
Both of these players have clear rates right in with about a tenth of a second of one another. So this is going to be close. And remember, there's more viruses, so you're going to see faster clear rates.
Yeah, you're going to see faster clear rates, a lot more combinations, and a lot more advanced planning, so to speak. You're going to see a lot of what you might perceive to be weird moves, but just people, just really a lot of 4D chess going on.
And both of these players very similar, very just quick, swift plays. You don't see anything deliberate combo-wise as you would in, say, maybe a Dave Smith Says or a Dimwit. But these players make very quick decisions with whatever they have in front of them. But you will see some combos, especially as you get closer to the end game.
Yeah, combos are really going to be key for end game strategy. That's kind of where it's going to be really important. They're really going to have to try to keep that combination pace that they have in the start of the stage, and really kind of keep that momentum going.
Looking here, it's neck and neck about a minute and change in. Both these players right at the mid-20s. Double clear by Leviticus. Leviticus is starting to develop a yellow heavy board, while it's a blue heavy board for Floyd. I like Floyd's board just a little bit better. There's less separation between his viruses.
Yeah, although I do like the way that both players are setting everything up, they're keeping a build going. Even though they're running out of viruses to clear, they're still finding those patterns.
And Leviticus has broken out to a bit of a lead here, about 7 viruses, as he's making some smart tucks. But Floyd's storming back. He got hung up without any blues, but a couple of double opportunities are presenting themselves to him. Floyd might want to start thinking about maybe comboing down. He didn't, though. Just went for the straight horizontal clear. Both players now at 4 viruses to go at the 2-minute mark. It looks like Leviticus now down to 3. Now Floyd down to 3. It's really just blue-red for Floyd, and it's just 2 yellows for Leviticus. And Leviticus will be out at about a 2:13. And not
Floyd's not going to be too far behind at 2:17. Both players doing fantastic jobs in the early going.
Both players playing very close. Again, these players' clear rates extremely close to one another. Floyd hesitated on that yellow-red. Looking at these boards, a lot of early double opportunities for Leviticus, and it looks like Floyd can get some doubles, but he's going to have to do a touch of digging.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do a little bit of digging here. I like Leviticus's creativity there to kind of get a little bit of clearance there. Playing with a nice open variety on his board. Floyd having to deal with a little bit of junk, but he's managing it well, getting rid of a good chunk of it, and managing to clear a virus for his trouble.
And Floyd maintaining about a half a dozen virus lead in level 11. And remember, this is a little bit different of a beast than what we've seen Friday and Saturday. This is more of a marathon. You're not going to see a lot of aggressive play early on. You're just going to see these players play a bit more methodical. And then once you get, games, 3, 4, 5, that's where you're going to see the aggression get turned up. But for right now, these players just looking to maintain pace, especially since they're the first match of the day. Just trying to stay warm and both, metaphorically and actually, but also just try to get a rhythm going early on. As Leviticus has taken the lead now, these two players just exchanging leads back and forth.
Yeah, they're holding on to a really tight match right now. Floyd only behind by about 3 viruses now, narrowing that down to only 2. But Leviticus is keeping his pace hot, and he's going to have a nice little combo there. Just needs 2 more reds to get out of 11. 1 more, and he'll be out at 415.
And I'm not a big fan of this end game from Floyd. There's a lot of garbage he let hit the bottom of the board, and it's forced him to stack. And he's going to have to make some creative plays to get out of this 11, especially since Leviticus now has a great opportunity to open it up.
Yeah, and this can be blamed a little bit on RNG here. He's just not getting the piece. Look at that. Consecutive reds on Floyd's side of the board. That is not something you want to have. He'll need 1 more yellow. He'll be out now at 448, so he's about 30 seconds behind now. But if he can get a good rhythm going, he can really catch up really quickly.
And it is about an 11 virus lead, but that great combo there by Leviticus, that makes it about it's now an 8 virus lead as Floyd's starting to ramp up here on 12. Remember, this is 10 to 14, best of 5 now. So these players not really focusing on 2 wins, they're focusing on 3. So a lot can change here in the course of this match.
Yeah, it absolutely can. And I'm liking Floyd's board right now, doing a great job, having a very clean board. Same on Leviticus' side, although that horizontal clear is going to create a little bit of blue garbage. If you can find the right piece to clear it out, that's a good way to go about it.
Setting himself up to clear that garbage, that's a great play by Leviticus.
Oh, looks like he might need to get a double blue to kind of clear out some of that blood. Oh, and he's going to get it! Fortune smiles upon him, but he's not going to go for the horizontal. Okay.
I think he had to commit to the vertical clear in 2. Otherwise, he would have had to clear the garbage out. I think it was a good play, and now he turns it into a drop combo. He's in single digits. Floyd's struggling to catch up, just not getting the RNG he needs. He's going to be forced to have to tuck play on that double red in column 6.
Yeah, that's not going to be a fun one to have. Getting a couple doubles so he can kind of get rid of 2 viruses at the same time. He's doing a good job there. That's a nice little way to clear. He'll have a little opening to take care of that. Oh, and he clears up at the top. So he'll have a nice open board right now.
11 to 2 in favor of Leviticus. He's going to be out at a 636. Really making a statement here early on, but Floyd's starting to make moves. Down to half a dozen, now down to 5. He really would like a lot of reds, please and thank you.
Yes, that would be really nice for Floyd right now, but of course he's getting a lot of blues and yellows. That's not what you want. Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, though, he only needs 3 reds and he's out. Taking a look at Leviticus's board, 49 viruses to go. A bit of an early struggle with some garbage, but he turns it into a little combo. Has himself down to 46, 7-13 for Floyd. It is about a 12 virus lead now for Leviticus on the penultimate level.
Yeah, it looked like there was not really any change in terms of pace between the two players. Both of these guys playing very well, but both of them doing a great job. So, not really any hang-ups by either player, even with the RNG trouble that Floyd had to deal with. He still managed to hold on to his pace.
And he could have a great run here and really make up some time. We've seen it happen all weekend. Just one struggle level and then one good level, and suddenly you're back in this. As it is for Floyd right now, is he's only down behind by about 3.
Yeah, he's doing a great job catching up, bringing the deficit to 1. Oh, Leviticus getting a cross clear, but getting a little head shake. Might not have been what he wanted to do.
Leviticus is a very streaky player. One of his biggest issues, and seeing this in the weekly checkups he hosts, is if he makes a mistake, it is very difficult for him to recover. We have seen him improve on that, but sometimes he lets those cascade. But right now, looking to maintain composure and keeping pace right now, although Floyd with a slight lead, as we are about 2/3 of the way through 13.
Yeah, we're 2/3 of the way through. Leviticus now extending his lead back out a little bit, up to about 7 viruses. So he is managing to recover from that little misplay, but having to deal with a little bit of garbage. Floyd might take this opportunity to catch up here.
Floyd is down by 8 viruses, a lot of yellow. This seems to be the kind of ongoing story for Leviticus. We're seeing a lot of yellow left in his boards. No fault of his own, just the RNG, but he's setting himself up really well for his end game. One of his best strengths, in my opinion, is how well he sets up those end games. Right now, it is 6-3, just one more yellow, and Leviticus will be out, and he will be at about a 9-14.
All right, I am liking this setup. He's got a double here. He just needs 1 blue, and he'll be out. Floyd out at 9-24. He's narrowed the gap down to less than 2 handfuls of viruses.
But Leviticus surged early on and is holding a 10 virus lead. But it's 60 viruses for both players at this point. Floyd's really going to have to turn the corner.
Floyd having to make a little bit of garbage on the blue, but he'll clear it out real quick. Holding his own very nicely. Still holding about a 10 virus deficit right now.
The thing you're seeing Floyd doing as well is Floyd is trying to maintain color diversity where he can. He's in a situation where that yellow-red is not at all useful to him. Leviticus has a very blue-heavy board right now on his top line. His goal right now just to start working on columns 6, 7, and 8, I would think.
Yeah, he's going to have to start digging that out. That's probably the best play for him to do. Floyd managing to put some uses for red. His board looks it was a little blue-yellow heavy, but now it's just pretty much blue heavy.
Floyd with the kind of a mirrored situation where he's forced to play 6, 7, and 8, and now everything else has become a bit annoying. But he's trying to just have places for things. It's pretty much all you can do at this point, as it is now 32-19. Leviticus looking to be in the driver's seat here in this first game.
Yeah, looked like no, that was not a misplay. That was a good management of garbage there from Floyd. He's gonna have to clear those yellows out on the right side, and if he can find the right pieces, he might be able to clear that out with horizontal. But that would require a lot of good RNG.
Floyd's gonna have to start turning and burning here, as it's 15-25. He is setting up just little bits and pieces to try to keep going, and he had to force a combo there. Not a double clear, which sucks, but he is now within 8, as Leviticus struggling in his endgame, Ethan.
Yeah, having to deal with a little bit of trouble. He's got that blue buried there on column 1, and he's going to have a little trouble in that bottom right-hand corner. This is going to give Floyd an opportunity to catch up.
Floyd now down to 13. It's 13-7, and a big burial of garbage on Leviticus' side.
But a good horizontal clear there.
11-5, and look at this blue drop. That's huge for Floyd, as he's now down to 6. It's 6-4, and Floyd's got a pretty good board state right now. He's now down to 5, 5-2, now 3, 2 yellows, 1 yellow, and it looks like
it's Leviticus. Oh my God!
We have to go back and check the replay. We will have to check the replay.
12:06 to 12:08.
We will have to check the replay.
Oh my goodness! They nearly finished simultaneously.
One moment, please.
Wow! They look like they finished simultaneously, but by the looks on the board...
Your final times. Floyd 12:07, Leviticus 12:06.
Wow! By 1 second!
Leviticus wins game 1 by 1 second.
That is unbelievable. I think we may have just found our game of the year.
Wow.
That is incredible. What a great first game there. Leviticus will take it. It's 1-0 in his favor. But, oh, that could have... Wow. I think the last thing we need... The last thing we need is to go into the tenths of seconds.
Leviticus is absolutely hyped. Yeah, the rules are it's whole seconds, so if those players would have tied in whole seconds, they would have had to do 15. They would have had to sprint 15. But by a whisker, Leviticus takes game 1. Floyd's so close to coming back.
And he was doing great. He surged right at the last second, but just a little too late.
One in favor of Leviticus. Leviticus.
All right, looks like we have a ready from Leviticus. Let's see. Did we get a Floyd? Don't believe we did. If you didn't ready, just go ahead and do it again. Anyways, we might have missed it because I'm a doofball.
Floyd very focused.
Okay.
Rocking that Commodore 64 shirt.
All right, we got readies from both. In 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, we have a bit of a timer miscue, but they are both off simultaneously.
If we need to, we'll go off of separate times here. Let me just verify the discrepancy here.
As we do that, both of these guys off to very good starts, although Floyd having to deal with a little bit of yellow junk in the early going. That double yellow will work very well in that regard to fix that. Oh, yeah, Benji just pointing out he started at 12:08, so we can just subtract. Yay, math. Okay. Alright, so looking at the board right now, Floyd having to deal with a little bit of red garbage. He'll just clear that out immediately. But Leviticus now holding on to an early lead by about 3 viruses. But having to deal with a little bit of garbage, though.
That said, I do like Floyd's board. A lot more stuff lower to the ground, 0 drop combos, as we just saw that quad drop right there. That puts him into single digits first. And also that double opportunity on the blues. That's going to be huge to set up a possible horizontal. And it looks like that's going to be the plan for Floyd, as he's already down to 3. Leviticus hung up a bit early on.
Yeah, but he did a nice little combo there to get down to 7. Oh, and a great tuck, too, to get down to 6. He's going to have to get rid of that yellow garbage if he wants to get rid of the red virus. Oh, that is not the way you want to do that. He tried to double tuck it around, but it didn't work.
And mistakes like that are so crucial at this step in the tournament. You can usually get away with 1 or 2 early on, but you're playing at a top level right now. So you need to make sure every move is deliberate, every move not a mistake. As Floyd out, I'd say right at around about a minute 59.
Yeah, Leviticus was out a little bit later than that, so I would give him that. Floyd, though, with an early going, doing very nicely in this stage 11. Good little tuck there from Leviticus, trying to keep his board, trying to keep the variety going. And now he's got an open opportunity to get some yellows, and fortune smiles upon him. He's getting a bunch of double yellows here to knock them all out. And
he's taken about a half a dozen virus lead. I like his board. Floyd has a pretty good board himself. Real good endgame opportunities if he can get down there. But he's making some garbage plays in column 7, now column 6 as well. I don't know about him.
I think he's just having to deal with what he's got. He's keeping the variety up, and that's okay. Those are yes. He's just finding ways to put some junk where he can to make it useful.
Right now it's 19 to 24.
Oh, and a bit of a misplay on Leviticus. He got that yellow-blue in column 5, and it didn't work out.
It looks like he's going to play to try to just horizontally clear it. He's going to be dependent on a blue-yellow, but if he gets it, he's in good shape. He could have also put that double red on top.
He's going to get his blue-yellow. He'll get a nice combo to recover from it, though. Very nice.
That's given Floyd time to come back, though, as it's now a 1 virus advantage for Leviticus.
Yeah, and looking at Floyd's board, he's going to get a little combo there to clear some garbage, but not really much else to do. Couldn't really take advantage of the opportunity, unfortunately.
It does look like that is the case, as it is 11 to 6. Although we've seen Floyd storm back in these end games on these stages. I think his goal right now would probably be horizontally clearing those reds on row 1. Also, probably going to have to play underneath. You'd want a double blue for that. Interesting choice. I would have put that double blue out in column 1, Ethan.
Yeah, I would have done the same there. Looks like he's going to try for a horizontal on that end, and that's actually not a bad choice.
It's actually not that bad of a choice. And now the medium speed. Oh, he does the cross clear. Okay.
But Leviticus clears out of 12 into 12, but Floyd not far behind.
Floyd not far behind at all, as it is level 12 for both players. 3 levels to go. The slight advantage in favor of Leviticus right now.
Yeah, it is a very slight advantage for him, and any misplay here could really spell a great opportunity for Floyd.
And while he is in a bit of a situation on his top left, there was some really interesting opportunities as some double yellows came across, but a triple there and another clear there. That puts it 39 to 37. A lot of double opportunities, but now not a lot of blue on Floyd's top line.
Yeah, not similarly, not a lot of blues left for Leviticus either. He's only got a couple on columns 1 and 2. Everything else is pretty much red-blue dependent. And Floyd's trying to make some use of some blue garbage, trying to give himself an opening to do something with it. I like what he's doing right now. He's finally got an opening for a blue. He's going to make use of it, and it's immediately gone. And now a good combo to clear out some garbage.
Now a completely clean board for Floyd, but now it's so much red and not a lot else. Gonna have to start being creative with some of his playmaking, as he is now down to under 20. It's 10 to go for Leviticus. Column 1 is Leviticus' biggest problem at this point, Ethan.
Yeah, that's going to be a little otsy to work with, but that's a good way to clear it there with that blue. I think he would have probably wanted a blue there in column 3 for that drop down, but that's okay. He's making good use of it. Oh, this might be a little interesting. Just what he's going to do here for that final row there at the bottom right.
I think he may decide to go for the garbage, and that's what he's going to do. I think the right play here is what he's doing. He's going to focus on that horizontal on those reds in row 1. A lot of doubles for Floyd. Floyd leaves himself a lot of doubles.
Oh man, RNG not cooperating. Yellows and reds everywhere for Leviticus.
But he's going to get that drop. He just needs 2 blues, and he'll be out of 13. He's out at, we'll call it 656, right on the button. Floyd in a bit of a dicey situation.
Yeah, a bit of a bind right here, but he's finding the efficient play. Just trying to press down on all that garbage. Having to deal with that spire, though, is not going to be nice. But he's got, let's see, we'll call it a couple more yellows, a couple more reds, and he'll be out. 2 more reds. Just needs 1 more red, and he'll be out of 12.
And he's
not too far behind. He's about at a 728.
727, 728, right about there. And I do like Floyd's board opening a huge amount of 0 and 1 drop combo opportunities for him. But he seems to be going right after the yellows, and now he doesn't have any yellows on his top line.
Yeah, he doesn't have any left right now, and now he's not going to have enough blues to deal with. Oh, and there's going to be a long drop. That's going to really slow things down for him a little bit.
That's how it is, though. He's been forced to sort of play and force himself to draw a funnel, but now he's focusing on the edges there. A double yellow, or excuse me, a double red would be monstrous right now for Floyd. He can do some major damage in the center of the board.
But here comes a double red. He'll be able to make use of it. There goes one. And he's opening things up now.
And good zero drop clears. This is what you want to do to try to catch up, especially when the lead is a dozen for Leviticus. And looking at Leviticus's board, his board is scattered. Not a lot of double opportunities. And he's going to have to deal with that garbage. And he does with that drop combo. But a lot of blues, and that right corner is going to slow him down.
Yeah, he's got to really start focusing on that right side. Column 7 is just kind of standing out there like a bad hangnail.
His only yellow is buried in that area over there as well, so he's got to start unburying, clearing it out.
He is starting to do that, though.
We had a widescreen situation, 16-9. Right now, Floyd just going on those sharp double clears, trying to do something right now. Good cross clear. He's going to have a spire, but it's not really that big of a deal, as he's got a decent diversity, even with the garbage on his top line.
Yeah, it's a pretty good board right now for Floyd, although he's having to deal with a little bit of garbage, but he's working on it very nicely. Leviticus just needs one more red, and he'll be out at a 938.
And 938, an excellent pace right now. Both these players needing to maintain a good clear rate to try to improve their standing, but obviously these two want to go to the finals to really start doing some damage to their opposition. Remember, if Leviticus wins, he's clinched the 3 seed. So big implications for Leviticus in this match.
Yeah. Oh, Floyd having a lot of trouble. Oh my goodness, he is stacking so high.
Floyd in extreme top out danger right now. We do not want to see a top out. So
that is the last thing we need. But fortune will smile upon him. He'll get the pieces he needs.
And he's got a 20 virus deficit to work around. Let's see if he can go to work, folks. You do not want to be down 2-0, especially this late in the game.
You're absolutely right about that. And Floyd doing a good job keeping those drops to a minimum, finding those perfect placements, and making good use of what he's got.
He knows he has to be aggressive. He knows he's down. He's been slowed down a couple of times, by bad RNG and misplays. He's got to make critical decisions, and the RNG just doesn't want to give him what he needs. As you see, not a lot of color diversity just from the garbage slowing him down. It's about an 18 now. It's a 20 virus lead again for Leviticus. Leviticus maintaining pace. Leviticus has a lot of double opportunities in the center of his board.
Yeah, he does have a lot of good opportunities for clear, and I like Floyd's board right now. Only a minimal amount of junk and finding so many combos. He's really pouring on the aggression here.
He's going to need to. It's 29-18. He's got a big opportunity. He could have done a tuck for a lightning bolt, decided not to do it. We've been seeing Floyd, and again, that's Floyd's play style. He'll just press down and go for the clears. He's kind of got a similar play style to Packy, whereas if there's some garbage, I'll deal with it at some point. But right now he is down to 17-8. But I like Leviticus's board right now. He is a bit handcuffed, but the blues that he has right there, 1 and 2. So he just needs. He would love to get a double red, but he may have to commit to the horizontally clearing the red in row 2.
Yeah, but he's not really getting anything. Oh, and he's going to have to clear out that virus vertically, but he just needs one more red. He's going to get out at 12-15.
So that is a very clear and definite win for Leviticus, as it is now 2-0. Leviticus looking to punch his second finals trip and clinch that 3 seed for the Speed Championships next month.
Yeah, look. Let's see. Yeah, you got just trying to do the math at a 12:08. Yeah, it's very easily Leviticus' second game there. No, do to boot it. And let's see. Floyd clears out. Let's see. He had a I'm trying to do the live math here. Looks like he had about a 12:45, so he's about 30 seconds behind.
I would call that a 12:45, yeah, right around that neck of the woods, which is the pace he wants to maintain. Just going back here, what he needs to do is average clear rate of 12:40, so he's right around there. If he doesn't win but maintains that clear rate, he does get a 6 seed, which obviously favorable, more favorable than 7.
Yeah, I mean, granted, you want to be able to get the win. That's obvious. That's the obvious goal here. But if he's keeping up that pace very nicely, then yeah, I think he will be satisfied with his results.
Floyd now definitely in the sticks right now, or in the weeds. He needs 3 consecutive wins. We have seen it done before.
And here we go. We're off with game number 3.
And these players are off for game number 3. Early on, I have to say I like Floyd's board. He does have a bit of a spire or a big spire in 8, but he's got a lot of opportunity to clear things and work around that. Meanwhile, Leviticus has a lot of horizontal double opportunities, but both players don't have a lot in their bottom 4 rows.
Yeah, there's not a lot there. There's a lot of space for each player in the bottom rows, which means that they're going to have to try to avoid getting a lot of drop time. Because if you have to deal with that space, you're probably going to have to deal with a long delay before you can get your pieces back to work.
But right now, Floyd maintaining an early lead. He's going to be under 21st and really being efficient on his left side. Kind of saving some space for his right side. But he does have a good board. I like his board. He has a bit of garbage management, but I like what he's doing. Just setting up some easy one-drop setups. And he's down by only a handful of viruses to Leviticus, as Leviticus dealing with a blue-heavy board.
Yeah, but a great combo there puts Floyd back into a tie, actually into a bit of a sliver of a lead.
And it's yellow heavy for both players at this point. The big problem for Floyd is going to be that red in column 4, but I think he's going to commit to a horizontal, and I think that's a good call. He's down to 4-3 to Leviticus, but Leviticus has a lot of setup. But Floyd only needs 2 yellows, and he'll be out of the woods first. Who's going to get out first?
Oh, it's going to be simultaneous!
It's going to be both players.
Wow!
So he's got pretty much a dead heat right now.
Yeah, this is dead even right now in this third game. Both of these guys doing a fantastic job with their gameplay.
Both players with similar boards, a lot of double opportunities for Leviticus and some staircases, but I see good double opportunities in the center of Floyd's board as well.
Yeah, there's a good amount of double chances there. I can see some doubles as well for Leviticus in the top half there on the right side with all those reds, and also in the bottom half with some reds as well. That can provide some good double chances as well.
If he's savvy about it, he could, as he gets a triple cross, if he's savvy about it, he could go left to right on his bottom row and just get some double clears horizontally. But right now, Floyd maintaining a 3-virus lead, or excuse me, yeah, it's a 3-virus lead, as he's making some good drop plays with his garbage, trying to maintain a diverse top line, no yellow to speak of on it at this point. So really just trying to force himself to make some plays to just maintain pace. He's up by 3, a good 0-drop triple there. That puts him at 22, really starting to make moves now, Ethan.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with this. Having to deal with a little bit more garbage now, working it out. I would love to see him clear that yellow garbage in column 2. That would give him a nice little horizontal chance to get rid of some of that red virus.
He's a good tuck double right there over an 8, and now he's focusing on his left side, which is what he needs to do, and a good drop there, 15-13, Leviticus with the lead and a cleaner board. Again, it looks like he might be going left to right on that first row, but right now just trying to get all the riffraff up in rows 3 and 4.
Yeah, exactly what he's doing there. Leviticus's board is far cleaner than Floyd's board right now, so I do like his chances of clearing this out a lot sooner.
Floyd at that triple and then into a double. He's got 6, and now his board suddenly looks a lot better.
Yeah, it does look really good right now. Just needs, if he can get one more red, he could probably... Oh, he had to clear out those blues, unfortunately.
Floyd would love to have a blue-red, but it's not going to happen. So he's going to be forced to have to clear some garbage. Not that big of a deal for him, though, as he's got a pretty good lead as Leviticus kind of buried himself in one. And
that was a slight error there from Floyd. He had the clear, but he didn't go for it. But he's still out first.
And Leviticus a bit hung up on that last virus, Ethan.
Oh, he missed the red! Now he gets what he needs, and he'll be out at 433.
Out at a 433, but not that big of a lead right now for Floyd, as it is 46-49 here on level 12, the halfway point of this third game of this best of 5.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game at this point. Even with these slight misplays from both these players, they're doing a great job in recovering from those errors, and it's almost like these things have never even happened.
And these players now neck and neck, as Floyd having to run into some garbage management here early on 12, but now has cleaned his board up. Blue heavy top line for Leviticus. He's going to start to make some work on that, as it is 29-34 in favor of the 4 seed over the 1 seed right now, Floyd 1977.
Yeah, Floyd having to, again, deal with a little more garbage issues. Yeah, I'm going to have no place to put some yellows, although he does get a little yellow opening there in column 4.
I've
now open in column 8.
I've got a feeling we're going to start seeing Floyd surge, though. Once he gets a good clear board midway through his runs, that's when he really starts to put it into another gear, as he's now down to 25. That's just his tendency when he plays at levels like this. As now it's 23-17. But Leviticus, I do not like Leviticus's board right now, Ethan.
Yeah, he's got that spire in column 4. That's, and with a red being buried by a blue, he's going to have to clear that out sooner than later.
And that was an interesting clear he did on his bottom 2 rows. He cleared the 2 clusters at the same time, but they cleared at different rates. I don't know if anyone else saw that. That was really strange. But right now he's about to go into single digits, but that spire right in column 4 is going to slow him down.
It is going to slow him down, although he's working on horizontal clears, which is okay. Now he's going to get it opened up. Wonder what he's going to try for here. Okay, yeah, he's going to try. He's going to do the horizontal here. That'll clear things out, and he'll have a nice opening there.
And his board state opens up just a bit better. It's 6-3, though. Ooh, a good course correction by Floyd. And Floyd's going to clear garbage there. He's at 4. It's 4-2 now. 3 blues, and Leviticus will be out of 12.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. There we go. Got what he needed there. And Leviticus gets out. Just needs 2 more reds for Floyd.
And Floyd will be out at a 7-12. So these 2 players very close. Super red heavy top board for Leviticus right now. And a flat start for Floyd. You want to have a flat top row, maybe 2 rows when you're starting out on these later levels, Ethan.
Yeah, you want to have a nice little flat surface, just so you have a lot more, lot more ways to put your pieces. Because if you're dealing with a little bit of bumps or even a spire, that really does restrict your movements.
Watch this. Floyd didn't see it. He opportunity for a quad tuck, didn't take it. Decided to just go for a bit of an easier pace clear. Could have really opened up a lead, but that said, he's got a lead of about a dozen.
Yeah, he's been really putting the pressure on Leviticus in this stage. Leviticus does have a nice clean board. Yellows are going to cause a problem, though, right now. Yeah, he's got no place to put him at the moment.
No yellow on his top line, and that's going to slow him down.
Although I like this horizontal play he's going to do. That'll clear. Play. That'll set everything up nicely.
But right now, Floyd has opened it up. It's 23-33, now 21-31. And I really, really like Floyd's board state right now.
Yeah, I do like what he's got right now. I wonder if he's going to try to clear that yellow in column 5, because he has all the pieces in place to clear the blues at the bottom underneath it. Well, he did.
He does drop into a double combo. Probably a better call. Again, Floyd in the driver's seat. And Floyd's board extremely clean. So is Leviticus. Is Leviticus now within 10.
Yeah, he's narrowed the gap considerably. He's really going to have to start getting to work on clearing some of these viruses, though.
A double blue would have been very optimal for Floyd. He didn't quite get it. He could have had a tuck cross. But
Well, the double blue comes in now, albeit too late.
As RNG is in this bloody game.
It really is.
But single digits for Floyd, 15 to go for Leviticus. Leviticus has a bit tight of an endgame situation, but look at this drop. He set himself up for those blues in 5 and 6. But Floyd looking to be out relatively quickly here, looking to get under at about a 9:45. Hopefully, does RNG want to cooperate?
One more piece will come in. He's out at 9:40.
9:40. 6 viruses to go for Leviticus. 60 viruses, and Floyd will win this third game and force a game 4.
Yeah, and a nice little piece set up there for Leviticus. Sets him up nicely. He's going to need some more blues. That red blue is going to really help. Good 0 drop there. Needs one more red. One more red. One more red. They're now out at a 10:07.
30-second difference between these two players, so Leviticus has a lot of pace to make up. But look at this drop by Floyd. What a huge combo, and he is storming. He has a virus lead of, I want to say 22 at this point, Ethan.
Yeah, that was a fantastic drop there from Floyd. Just an amazing use of advanced placement. Although Leviticus is trying to surge a little bit, he's having to deal with a little bit of garbage. But Leviticus is going to have to really pile on the aggression here if he wants to take the match.
Floyd has a great board. Look at this drop. That's 5 viruses gone right there.
That is incredible. Just an incredible drop that he had there. Now having to deal with a little bit of junk, but nothing too much to worry about. He's got everything set in place to get rid of it, so it's not any trouble.
Floyd very much in the driver's seat. Has a huge opportunity for some horizontal clears on those blues if he sees them. Decides to go vertical. Might have been the better call. He's going to do a drop combo there, down to 8. So maintaining a 20 virus lead, barring a massive misdrop. This one's going to go to Floyd, Ethan.
Yeah, this is going to be a great comeback game here for Floyd. This should probably give him the momentum he needs in game number 4. Just needs a few more things to clear out of the way.
This is where you're going to see more aggressive decision making. We've been seeing it quite a bit by Floyd. Floyd going to go for the force drop. Probably the good call there. And he'll drop and get a chunky lightning bolt for his trouble.
Then he gets the yellows he needs, he'll be done at 11:54.
And I think that might be a hot time. I'm going to have to verify, but no, not quite, unfortunately. But anything under 12 minutes is something you want. But the 3 best times are under 11 minutes. So, big gap there. And those records haven't been touched in a while. But it is now 2-1 in favor of Leviticus. Leviticus downing his what looks to be a Diet Pepsi.
Well, you got to have the caffeine with 0 calories.
Laughs in code red. All right, it's now 2 games to 1. Floyd versus Leviticus. And times like that for Floyd are what you want, because you want to have that clear rate go down, so you can secure yourself a better spot. It is now 2-1. Floyd needs to win out. Leviticus just needs to win 1. Our 4th game, we have readies from...
I got it ready from Floyd. We got it ready from Leviticus. We are in pre-stage. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go! And here we go. Game number 4. Floyd again in a must-win situation. Has to win this game to force a game 5 to have any chance to get to the finals. Otherwise, it's going to be Leviticus going on.
And I like Floyd's board early on here. And he's doing a great job maintaining color diversity, even though his top line's not being very agreeable. Leviticus setting up for a lot of quick 1-0 drop plays.
Yeah, Floyd having to deal with a little bit of long drops. Unfortunately, that's what you have to sacrifice in the case of clearing out those viruses ASAP. So
he makes a good reverse drop, and he'll be at 26 to 25. So again, neck and neck here early on.
Yeah, it's good early battle so far, and such a clean board right now from Floyd's side. Has all the diversity he needs.
Leviticus has a good board, but now he's starting to get into a situation where not a lot of yellow plays are going to be available to him. So he's making some clears to try to open up some more yellow to him.
Now he's got no blues now.
Meanwhile, Floyd, it looks like he's going to have to force some drops, but not necessarily a bad thing, as he's setting himself up for some really great combo plays, and also, great drop there. It is 10-9. These two players neck and neck. Now it is 7-7. As Floyd with a quick little drop combo. Now he can commit to a double clear here, sideways lightning bolt, if you will.
And Leviticus just has a couple more to go here. Floyd just needs 2 more blues. Needs one more blue. And oh, Leviticus didn't see the tuck underneath to clear out that blue.
That might have been a strategy, just trying to press down, maybe being a little bit more aggressive, trying to lock this one up. And now he's not getting.
Yeah, all right, there he goes. He's out at 202.
We'll see how that helps him. Floyd with a bit precarious of a situation early on here, making some smart doubles and clearing out garbage without anything dropping. A bit of a scattered board, though, for Leviticus.
Yeah, a little scattered. It's almost a bit of a Swiss cheese board. There's a lot of holes in pretty much every space, so he is going to have to try to minimize the drop count. And should be okay.
I'm also not a huge fan of the right side of Floyd's borders. While there are a lot of opportunities for 0 and 1 drop combos, there's going to be a lot of specific pillar requirements that he's going to need to even make an attempt at those.
Yeah, and I think he's just going to try to just clear those out as quickly as he can.
He is maintaining a pretty healthy lead right now over Leviticus, as it's 8, or now as Leviticus goes on a surge. It is a 4-virus lead for Floyd, and now it is 20-17. And Floyd now making some really good plays, really not necessarily conservative plays, but plays to at least bide himself some time, because he's going to need yellows to really start addressing his corner.
And Leviticus looks like I don't know what he's trying to do here. Looks like he's really trying to focus on the right side of the board.
I think he's trying to go for a swag clear in row 5.
He's got the pieces for it if he can get it.
He could have done it with that double blue. And yeah, he had a horizontal triple. Maybe he wasn't going for that swag combo.
We always say swag will be the death of you in this game.
Sometimes it is. I mean, those hero combos can save your life, but you've got to be, damn sure about them. As Floyd's going to have to tuck a yellow, and he does see that. He's going to be out at 406. One virus.
Leviticus is not going to be far behind, though. He's at 408.
At a 408. So neck and neck again. These two players just maintaining an excellent pace against one another. As Floyd with a pretty good start here. And I also like Leviticus's board, a lot of double opportunities.
Yeah. Oh, and I see what Leviticus is trying to do. He's trying to get some advanced placement here. Gets a little bit of what he wanted. Really hoping for a red. I guess he was looking for a red-yellow. Finally gets the piece he wants to get the combo.
Both players struggling, but there's an interesting play here if Floyd can get it. I think he had to abandon ship, but he had an interesting combo, but the RNG just didn't want to cooperate. Now he's just down pressing for some quick and dirty doubles, as he's maintaining just a touch of a lead over Leviticus.
Yeah, doing a pretty good job. It's only about a handful of viruses between Floyd and Leviticus right now, but Leviticus is narrowing the gap, tying it up right now.
26-27. It's a red heavy top line for Floyd, and it looks to be yellows are a bit of a chore to go for if you're Leviticus, but both players maintaining good pace. And right now it is 19-18. Just a bit
18 all now. Oh my goodness, they are going blow for blow.
I do like Floyd's board just a little bit better. He's got everything concentrated in the middle, while it's a bit leaning on the right side. But what
a double from Leviticus!
Excellent double from Leviticus. as it is now 12-9 in favor of Leviticus. Both of these players fighting tooth and nail. Floyd fighting for his tournament life. Leviticus, if he wins, he is the 3rd seed next month in the championships. So big implications here. Leviticus wants to get this out of the way. He would love a finals appearance. But right now, Floyd at 7. It is now 3 for Leviticus. And
oh, he tried to go for the tuck and it didn't work. And that was a great little change in direction there from Leviticus. He saw the yellow coming up and he went for it. And he'll be out at I think that's a 6-18.
Right at about a 6-18, yeah. And now Floyd's got a bit of an interesting situation here. He could go for the horizontal clear on the yellow and maybe drop some red down, but he's decided not to do that. He's just going to go for the simple horizontal clear. He's going to be behind by a little bit. 2 levels to go here in this 4th game. Floyd needs to win to stay in. Leviticus wins, and he will go to the finals and clinch the 3 seed for the championships next month.
Yeah, and then again, both these guys doing a fantastic job with their boards and the opening moves.
And a bit of an overzealous drop there that resulted in a misplay for Floyd. And Leviticus playing a very strong 13 so far.
Yeah, I mean, even with the junk in column 4, he's doing a great job. Floyd gonna have to deal with a very yellow heavy board on the top,
and he's getting reds where he doesn't need them, and that's just not helping him right now. But he is now down by about 12 viruses, but now he's starting to surge. He's starting to build up some good combo plays, clearing his garbage. We're going to see him start moving. Reds and blues are what he needs right now.
Yeah, and he's actually doing a great job of just finding the right pieces to play, setting everything up really good for some 4 virus clears.
Great 0 quad there.
Oh, what a tuck there, too. That was beautiful.
It's now a single-digit lead for Leviticus. You can see some real big damage done once we see some reds come into play here.
Yeah, now having to deal with a little trouble with the blue viruses.
19-11 as Floyd trying to make a move. Leviticus in a bit of a situation, buried on his left side. This is the opportunity Floyd needs, as it's now a 5 virus game, now a 3 virus game with that double horizontal.
Yeah, and he's making the right plays here. Oh, he's not going to use the double yellow to tuck. Okay.
I might have done that too, but now you see a lot of double opportunities for Floyd as he does vertically clear. That drop time is going to slow him down. It is 9-5, but he does open himself up for that yellow. He's going to do a triple horizontal, probably the smart play there. Now down 5-2, and Leviticus has himself set up beautifully for a combo to get out. He's going to get out at 8:49.
And Floyd's he really needs some reds, and he needs them badly. And only now do they come up right after Leviticus clears the stage.
But this is good news for Floyd. All he needs is 4 reds, and he's out.
Yeah, and he's doing the right thing with the right amount of drop time, and he's going to be out at 9-11.
Floyd behind the 8 ball. He's going to have to play aggressively. He's down 11. But I love this board. A whole bunch of vertical opportunities for doubles. This is an optimal board.
This is a very optimal board right now for Floyd. So much variety, so much opportunities for doubles, and I think this is going to really work out for him.
Right now, it's a 9 virus lead for Leviticus, and a good call. But now it's yellow. It's a yellow heavy top line, so Floyd's really got to start thinking about those yellows, especially that one up top. He does clear it out. Now no blues for a while, but he does clear those reds, and sometimes that's the play you got to make. As it's now a 4 virus lead for Leviticus. Storming back right now is Floyd. It's going to come down to the wire, folks.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one right now. If Floyd can get the right pieces he needs, he could very well force a Game 5. That long drop is not going to help, though.
And Leviticus playing an absolute monster of a 14 right now, down to 18. But we've seen him get hung up on the end of his boards here in this fourth game, Ethan.
Yeah, I do like his setup, though. It looks like he's going to try to clear those blues horizontal, and he does. Everything's looking pretty good for him right now.
You're seeing these low drop plays, especially from Floyd, as he's now down to 15. He is really trying to keep Leviticus honest here. It's now 14-8. I like both of these boards. This is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, it's going to come down to efficiency here. Leviticus down to 5.
Red's completely useless right now for Leviticus, as he's now down to his final 3. Floyd down to 8, and Floyd doesn't have. Floyd's getting viruses that are, or pills that are not.
And Leviticus gets what he needs, and he's done.
At a 10:56, he will advance to the finals and has locked up the 3rd seed.
Oh,
I would assume
a great close game there from both players. Well done to both of you.
I would assume with Floyd's speed of play is with that 11-15 that we'll be seeing him as a 6th seed. But Leviticus will make another finals appearance. It'll just be a matter of who he has to face. A phenomenal game 4, back and forth a whole bunch of ways. Great job from both of our players. We haven't seen the last of Floyd. And I can tell you right now, 2021, we're going to be seeing Floyd, I think, a lot more in semifinals and finals.
You're absolutely right. Floyd has done a great job, and I would say he is probably a front runner for most improved player of the year.
Absolutely coming out of nowhere as a newcomer and really just setting a very, very high bar. But Leviticus has the 3rd seed in the championships. Now